Okay. So welcome everyone to the third game of the Yale Solo Duo Tournament. And this time we'll be having teams Ethan G and Fashion Rats playing against each other. So we're just getting ready with Pro Draft, but we'll take a second for the teams to get ready.
It looks like they're about to start with
So-
bans for Fashion Rats. As expected, a target Bard ban on Ben.
Right. So the support player on Team Ethan G, Benthonic, is a Bard one trick. So it's like only natural that they ban Bard first pick.
Yeah.
We see the Urgot ban for Mango Stalker likely. I think he's been playing a bit of that, but I think that Mango Stalker's most comfortable champion is Teemo, so I wonder if that will draw a ban from Ethan G, or they feel comfortable playing against what is commonly to be considered a unviable pick in coordinated play.
Yeah. Maybe they have a strategy in place specifically for countering the team, which is why they're leaving it open.
Right. I'm not quite sure what the Silas ban is for. I am not familiar with who on Ethan G's team plays it. The Warwick ban appears to be for Stratosaurus, who has quite a wide jungle pool, so I'm not sure if banning out his champions is the way to go.
Yeah, but it seems like a vibe first pick for the jungler of Fashion Rats. So this definitely looks like that's something that's really a priority for them.
Mm-hmm. So I think the goal of that there is to contest the Vi pick from Team Ethan G as well, seeing as both teams tend to play Vi in the jungle.
Definitely makes sense. Oh, priority pick for the support for Benthonic. Because Rakan is really good, so it makes sense why they would pick that.
With Rakan Kalista, they have a lot of engage potential as early as level 6, and before that, Rakan can also just hop on with a quick W for some quick burst damage with Kalista's um, Mark bonus damage.
Yeah, that actually sounds like it would work really well because Kalista can send Rakan straight into the enemy team to engage.
Oh, and as we predicted, Mango Stalker is pulling out the Teemo Pocket Pick, his most played champion for many seasons now. And I personally have seen Mango Stalker pull out a lot of very interesting item tech on that champion, so I wonder how it'll go.
Is there anything in particular that stands out when you say that?
I feel like I've probably seen him build like 75% of items that exist at this point, so I'm not really sure what will be happening this game.
All right, excited to see what comes out this time then. Oh, and a Yumi for the support.
Interesting. So I suppose the plan there might be to just have Yumi sit on either Vi or Teemo. In the end, I'm not quite sure who Fashion Rats is planning to play ADC with Yumi because Yumi is very weak in laning phase.
Yeah, but Yumi can slow Callista, right? Which I
Yeah,
guess
that's
might
true.
be a reason why. If Yumi can lock her down, that'd definitely be really helpful. Is it Echo Jungle or Ceratosaurus?
Yeah, it seems like it. I'm actually not quite sure if that's Echo Jungle or Echo Mid Lane for March Madilla. We'll have to wait and see with the rest of the draft. Okay, so blue side has mid and ADC left to pick, while red side has um, 2 out of 3 of top
Mid-jungle.
mid jungler. We're not quite sure yet.
Right. And another band for the top lane.
hmm
Do you know what Ethan picks?
No, so Legalized William, the eponymous player for their team name, um, hasn't really been playing League that much actually, so I'm not sure what they'll pick out. I feel like a set is a pretty safe option for him, but I'm kind of excited to see what he's going to bring to the table this time.
Yeah, I mean they ban set as well,
Oh,
so
interesting. That's a bit weird. I think they
yeah.
banned that because they were scared Mango Stalker would first pick it, but we'll have to see what they do now. One thing I've seen Legalized Ranch been playing lately is Lucian top, which might be a good call against Teemo. Um,
Oh,
I'm not quite sure how that matchup goes. It actually might be favored in for Teemo, seeing as blind shuts down most AD carries pretty hard. But I can't imagine Ethan wants to play his melee champions into Teemo. Although Shen is a great pick,
Oh.
I feel like he can sustain through a lot of that harass that Teemo brings.
Yeah, Shen is definitely also really safe. I guess you can use that to play around bot instead.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, right. That last blue ban Michael just mentioned is going to be Yone, so that's not something we'll be seeing here.
Oh, okay. Oh, and the Lucian's picked for the ADC.
Lucian is typically a pretty strong laning ADC, I think, but paired with Yumi, I feel like they're still going to be a lot weaker early game relative to Rakan and Kalista.
Yeah, I think it would just be hard for them to catch bot lane out just because of the mobility that comes with it.
For sure.
But aside from that, it doesn't feel as if they have that much kill pressure.
And to round out their team, they have Lux in the mid lane. So Tashmiya seems to be playing a pretty unorthodox team comp, so a lot of comfort picks and such, but I'm not quite sure about team synergy there, at least in the draft. We'll have to see how they execute on the Rift.
Yeah. To be fair, they have a lot of CC though. If they do a Luxru, Yumi ult, Luxalt, etc., like it could actually you get a lot of good picks. And the Hecarim pick on Team Ethan G to round out the team comp.
So Stratosaurus on Hecarim seems to be a really strong pick. I've seen Hecarim like just completely devastate entire teams that aren't prepared to handle the like significant map pressure that he brings with his massive movement speed. So with that now, I think the two teams are going to be getting into the actual champion select, but we'll just sit on this draft page so that we have all the picks and bans available for us to see in front of us.
So I guess like for Team Ethan G, like when I see it, like I feel like they just want to play around bot. But what is I guess like what exactly is Team Fashion Rats trying to do? Like what's their win condition? Do you have any idea?
I have no. Yeah, that's what I was wondering as well. So I feel like they're probably going to play around Mango Stalker in the top lane. I feel like that's the most mismatched, like lane or like position, at least like rank wise this time, with Mango Stalker being a diamond top laner and Legalized Ranch being silver. But as I mentioned, Legalized Ranch hasn't been playing much, so they've been decaying, and I feel that their true skill level is fairly significantly above silver.
Okay, so that'll definitely be interesting to see. Especially to see if Legalized Ranch will try to like win the top lane matchup at all, or is completely full sending for bot.
Right, as we mentioned, the Shen pick is probably more of a priority to focus on the bot lane. So hopefully he has the chance to just play safe and survive against it's probably going to be a pretty annoying lane.
Yeah.
Shen Hecarim, though, is also a really strong matchup. As Hecarim engages, Shen can just ult in, and he'll often not just like end up in the middle of the team in the perfect location for a taunt onto the carries.
Oh, that's a really good point. I honestly just feel like Shen's is a super broken pick. It's like so hard to counter.
Right. Team Ethan G has a lot of strong meta picks, while Team Fashion Rats is, as you mentioned before, kind of just not, but that's interesting.
I guess comfort versus meta.
Can you try saying something? Apparently there's a small echo.
Hello?
Okay, let me try and fix that. 1 sec.
Are your earbuds in, or is it?
No, I don't have earbuds.
I think that's.
Test. Okay, I
Hello?
think that should be a bit better. Might have to talk louder, but
You may just put in earbuds.
I don't have earbuds. I think that this should probably be fine. Can you speak?
Hello?
Okay, yeah, I think this.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so please let us know in the chat again if there's any more, and we'll, yeah, we have 1 minute left until start, and game. The other 2 games we've had in the solo have been both extremely close. Airhill was on one of the last
Woo!
yesterday actually. So speak a bit what it was like playing on one of the teams.
What it was like was being carried, and hoping that I was useful. But definitely was like it was like stressful and like really close, but I think it was definitely a good time. So definitely would recommend signing up next tournament. Do you know if they're getting started or they're in the
Yeah,
draft right
there's 5 seconds
now?
left. After that, we'll. Um, yeah, so at this point, they're already 5 minutes in. So I've always found it intriguing. Really, living life just
It's
that's my poignant reflection.
like a 5 minute time travel. Okay, let me hop on. Oh,
Oh wait, no, spectator delay hasn't even started yet. Okay, there's still
oh,
2.5 minutes left.
okay.
Ariel, can you pull up the Yumi strategy? I'm curious as to whether or not they played Yumi because of Yumi case. He has a deceptively if you that well, like she's very messy. So
Me yesterday. The last two games they did play Yumi.
okay, maybe
Um,
this is a strategy they.
yeah, they played one like yesterday and then once 23.
Pardon?
Oh,
Hello? Hello? Sorry, I think I'm getting the.
hi. The Discord bug. Yeah. Well, the TLDR is just they do seem to play a lot of Yubi. They also play a lot of Lux actually. Apparently,
Oh, really?
um, yeah.
Lux support?
Imagine how spicy it would have been for a Lux support like a Yumi Lux flex. Yumi in the mid lane.
Okay, we are finally about to get. Yeah, so I'm excited to be able. I think that these are a couple of our underdog teams. Either team has one of the players on it, has any of our varsity. Um, yeah. I think that uh, Ben, who a diamond player, and Michael, diamond top laner, who used to be on our varsity, have some. And who knows? Oftentimes we get some surprise players, other players.
Hello. Sorry, your Discord cut out for me.
Yeah, yeah, I know. It is just yeah, my Discord is really annoying me, but it's not like a problem. I think every once in a
Yeah.
while I'll probably cut out. But,
Hmm.
can you do another echo check?
Hello, hello.
Okay, I think it's fine, but let me know if it is echoing still.
Hmm. Okay, for me, it says your stream is paused.
It's paused? No, I think
It
it's...
says this is on Discord.
Oh,
It says
okay,
you
I see.
minimize your
Yeah,
application.
the game hasn't actually started yet, so I'm still loading. That might be why.
Oh, I see, I see.
Yeah. Blue team is definitely playing a lot of comfort picks here with level 7 masteries almost across the board, but red team appears to be pretty comfortable in their champions too.
Yeah. It's kind of insane that they're almost all level 7 mastery
Hmm.
for everything. Yeah.
Michael has more than 500,000 mastery points in Teemo, so as we mentioned, that is the champion he's most comfortable on.
Yeah. Well, I guess we can't really talk about other things right now. Which team do you think wins based on a skin matchup?
Oh, I wasn't really paying attention to skin matchup. I don't know. What are your thoughts on that?
Honestly, I feel like it has to be team Fashion Rats because of the Pajama Guardians Lux skin.
Oh wow. But I don't think Team was even using the skin, so I'm not quite sure what's going on with that. It looks like the two
missed
teams...
opportunity to use BMO.
I think that both teams are going for pretty standard 5-point strat, but the Fashion Rats 5-point strat is actually 4 points because Yumi does not seem to want to detach from the skin.
Oh, a good trade onto the Hecarim.
It's not particularly meaningful here because Hecarim still has time to recall and get back to the camp with nothing lost. But yeah, both teams split drop toward in that red pixel wish, so they'll have vision there for the foreseeable future.
Minions have spawned. Back on my own.
Okay, both side junglers are starting off at their bottom side camps, and this likely means they'll be pathing up top. We might see a pretty early 2v2 up there.
Yeah, it'll be exciting to see.
Yeah, who do you think wins that 2v2 matchup?
I feel like it depends on whether Shen gets their taunt off. I think because
Yeah, I think that...
otherwise,
Oh,
yeah.
sorry, go ahead.
No, I just think otherwise, like Teemo just does so much damage.
Right.
It might be hard to deal with. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that you're exactly right. If Shen hits the taunt on Teemo, then Hecarim will have the chance to just go to town on him. But otherwise, that poison damage is going to be ticking on as Vi walks down the enemy top laner and will do it.
Yeah. I think if Teemo gets ahead here, it'll be also really hard for Shen to put pressure across the map,
Sure.
which I guess was kind of the goal with it.
In the bot lane, we see the red team hitting the early level 2
Really
and getting a great trade onto Lucian. And they managed to burn Yumi's exhaust really early on, which would be helpful.
Another quick trade in the top lane. Shen hit the taunt. Teemo got the blind.
That was pretty even, so now Vi is sneaking behind to look for red.
Oh, a really early mid lane gank. Looks like it's going to be first blood.
Oh yeah, that last Ignite tick, I think, just spelled disaster for Lux.
It's a really great gank.
Yeah, but with that opportunity, I think that Hecarim has lost his red buff and potentially his life if he walks into this Vi. Oh, never
Looks
mind.
like
Vi revealed herself, and Exchange got to know exactly where Hecarim was as well.
Yeah.
Ben's looking for another engage, but it goes wide.
Yumi looking to regain some mana, but Team Ethan G staying very safe. Oh, Vi is found in the jungle, but doesn't look like anything else will happen.
The Hecarim is now behind Teemo, who is dangerously far up. Shen hits the taunt, and I think that might be the end of it for Teemo. He still has both.
Vi is also coming up. Yeah. Oh.
Okay, the flash.
A great bait
by Vi
from Teemo.
Turns the tides of
Looks
that
like.
I think that now they're gonna dive Shen as well and pick up the double kill.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe not.
That was...
has a chance to just walk out.
Yeah, I guess by just taking the chance to take the Krugs.
Hmm. Not much action going on in the bot lane. It appears the blue side has healed up from that previous trade that didn't go so well for them. So things are looking pretty even again.
Except for except from CS in the top lane, everywhere else is like relatively even.
Right. Shen got sent back pretty early on and had to bring TP as well. Oh, I guess Teemo has Ignite, so he also doesn't have the opportunity to TP back. But with blue buff, he's really annoying because he can just spam that blinding dart on Shen whenever it's on cooldown.
I guess the teleport disadvantage for Shen isn't that big of a deal either, just because his ult.
We saw the two junglers skirmishing over raptors, but it appears that Vi smited the large raptor and got the gold and the XP from that. Red team now appears to be looking for the cheeky dragon, seeing as they have pretty significant bot prio, and Vi doesn't seem to suspect a thing. Sorry, I messed up the camera.
You're good.
Yeah, with Callista Spears and Rend, they really don't have much of a problem securing the dragon, especially because blue team has no idea of doing it.
Yeah, definitely looks like red team has the advantage with objectives, just in general with the Callista.
Right.
Another good taunt onto the Teemo.
Right, but I wasn't quite under chirped for Teemo, unfortunately, so I think Shen actually took more damage than Teemo in that trade.
Bot lane looks like it's been pretty chill, just a farming simulator.
That's kind of what Yuumi wants, I think, but Yuumi actually doesn't have great champions to attach to this game. There's not really any super hyper carry that wants to just run in and be swapped by Yuumi. I kind of fit the mark, but not really. Red team gets another great trade onto Lucian, but with that Yuumi sustain, I'm not sure if it'll really stick that much.
Yeah, I feel like Yuumi hasn't had much chance to regain mana though, so they keep making trades like this. I think Lucian definitely has to worry.
For sure.
I'm an independent cat.
Echo appears to be a bit overextended here with no vision, Vi behind him. But Vi whips the Q, and with that, I think Echo just gets to walk out freely. He managed to dodge both the Vi Q and the Lux Q, and with that, they didn't really have much to see.
Dang, the Lux and Vi's poor ankles. Looks like they're pretty even, all around, even in kills, even in gold.
But with that, red team actually has the dragon advantage, which is pretty big for them.
Looks like
actually trying to dive by, which is probably a mistake, being as they're not level 6 yet. I guess Rakan cleans up the kill, but I think that is going to be his end as well. I think that was a pretty overextended over there, seeing as Peckham was not even level 6 yet.
Echo will make it out though, but
I guess with that, they drew some attention from bot lane, and Callista gets the chance to just really farm for a while. But they burned Shen out in that Shen ult in that fight as well, which is really not ideal.
Oh, the ult onto Hecarim?
Yeah.
I see. And then Hecarim died too early. I think if Shen's ult could have gone off, they probably would have been okay there.
I'm not sure. I feel like Shen probably would have just died as well. There were a lot of people from blue team collapsing in the chat.
Yeah, actually, you're probably right. Oh, but it looks like Lux might die.
Yeah, Lux got absolutely chunked by Echo, but he just missed his kill. Close got chunked earlier as well, but it seems like she managed to flash out. Yeah, so mid flash was burned on the blue side, while ADC flash was burned on the red side.
Oh, looks like Shen might get dove. Oh. No, Teemo's too low. That was a really good trade.
I think that with Shen being Sentone, Vi might have the opportunity to just sneak Rift Herald here, because red team has no power on the top side of the map, but it looks like she's kind of going to be a bit greedy and just play for the turret plates instead.
Yeah.
You see Callisto with the early executioner calling, which is a pretty common pickup against Yumi. That way, when Rakan got to those great bids, Callisto can make sure that that damage actually sticks a bit better.
Yeah, that looks like a good pickup.
On the top side of the map, we, as we mentioned earlier, blue side has so much more prio that they managed to get rift pretty much for free.
Looks like Timo also gets his control ward, which is the real objective here.
Red team is clearing out Vi's jungle, and at the same time looking for another dive onto mid lane maybe. But I think that Alex has learned his lesson from that last dive and makes the safer call not to go for it.
So he goes for Scuttle, which definitely be super helpful. When does the dragon come up?
I don't know, I'm not sure how to check out in spectator mode.
Okay. I guess we'll see when people start rotating.
Right. Oh, it's gonna be up in about like 15 seconds, I think. Yeah, red team is pushing deep into the jungle to try and get some vision control over that. Echo seems to be overextended again, but
Yeah.
blue team just has not been able to lock him down, even in situations when he's deep into the enemy lane or jungle.
Yeah, looks like this dragon will also go over to the red team.
Blue team just really is not in a position to contest that right now, with how strong Echo is, and the early vision control that red team sets up before each dragon.
Also, Shen could have also ulted. They decided to engage, so definitely probably a good idea to give that one over. Oh, looks like Lux is caught again. Another quick kill to the mid jungle of Ethan G.
Yeah, despite the fact that Echo's pretty far ahead in kills, Ethan is just not having a good time in the top lane. He's pressuring him a lot, and though he's landing the taunt,
Oh,
okay.
a really
that
great
taunt
taunt.
seems to have ensured this.
oh, again, once again.
Yeah, I feel like we're having deja vu with that exact situation happening last time at Gang. We see Lux TPing top and looking to dive the Shen, but unfortunately a few more spell whiffs just leave them unable to do anything. Especially as Echo's on top as well and picking up the kill on Emo.
Looks like you might be able to get Lux too.
Oh wow.
Possibly also, not the Vi though.
Right, Echo
but-
ran out of mana, but we've seen some really good plays out of this Echo so far. They're very good at dodging all the skill shots, while at the same time seemingly being in the right place at the right time for how good their mechanical skill is.
Also, like definitely, I think really helpful that he was able to kill the Teemo, because I think otherwise Ethan really would have gotten run over in the top lane.
Right.
Or even more, I guess.
And looks pretty engaged, but it doesn't quite pan out. Yeah, so despite the kills up top, blue team is still at a slight gold advantage, likely just due to the CS difference between Teemo and Shen at this point.
Yeah, there's also a CS difference in the jungle too. And it looks like Hecarim has been looking for more ganks overall.
Right. But at the same time, Vi has been matching those ganks with the counters like very readily, and it looks like she's about to do the same here. I'm not sure. Okay. Hecarim backs off.
Oh, there's a ward in that bush though.
Which one? The try?
Oh, I just timed out, but there was a bush in the ward. There was a ward in the bush that Hecarim was backing in.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the amount of team pressure that Teemo put up top lane was too much, and they got that first turret pretty early. But
Yeah, Teemo also stealing the red buff, which would be super annoying on him.
Yeah, it appears that Michael is playing Grasp Teemo, but that aside, he's playing a pretty standard Teemo build, I feel, with Meandries, and I think he's just going to go AP. Grasp really helps in like melee matchups where he can just auto attack for free every once in a while to pick up some bonus health and be tankier in the long run. We have a 2-level difference in the mid lane, which is really scary. With how far ahead Echo is and the amount of Dark Harvest stacks he picked up. Oh no, he does have Dark Harvest. He can really just do a lot of damage really quickly, but
a really good catch in the mid lane.
Right. Hecarim whiffs the Spectral Charge, and with that is unable to do any damage to this Teemo who's just sitting invisible in the bush. Oh my gosh, Teemo abuses his passive to just walk out of the bush unnoticed, and doing so has wasted a lot of time for both Hecarim and Shen yet again.
Yeah, it's definitely a good trade for, not even a trade, it's a really good pick for Team Fashion Rats. Looks like Lux might end up having to be like a shield bot. Shield CC bot.
Right.
She didn't get the chance just now to catch up a little bit.
Rakan's running up through the river, looking to get some wards, and it looks like at this point he's just going to return back.
Cloud Drake spawning in 30 seconds. So it looks like red team looks like they're definitely going for it. We'll see if blue team decides to contest.
Yeah, so red team already has 2 Drakes at this point, and with the third is at soul point, which is very scary for blue team. So I think that they're going to put a bit more effort into contesting it. Yeah, we see that they've already started sending Teemo down, and with the gold advantage, I think that blue team might win in a straight up 5v5 unless Echo lands a really good ult.
Yeah, I think Cloud Soul is also really scary on Echo with the ult cooldown.
Right. Hecarim missing ults earlier though really didn't do him any favors, seeing as it won't be up for this fight anymore.
Oh, but it looks like he's going to get picked here. Oh no, but good charm from the Rakan means that...
They pick up the kill on Vi, but Teemo is about to run them down now. That fight ended up just being a 1-for-1, but Echo's looking for the Teemo.
Yeah.
The Rakan engage saves Rakan after he jumps in.
Yeah, but Kalista and Rakan are both really low, so this looks to be really dangerous for... They're all really low.
Yeah, both teams are pretty chunked out except for Shen, but I think that they're not going to be pressing this anymore. Marshpadillo is still looking for the chance to pick up some damage on Lucian as the rest of his team tries to collapse on him, but I don't know if this will really pan out. Oh, Lucian used his dash to... I'm disconnected. Give me one. Hello?
Yeah, hi.
Sorry, I disconnected.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, Lucian was forced to flash in the bot lane.
Yeah, he dashed in and had no way to escape the Rakan W and had to flash out from that. Red team didn't get a chance to back for that last Dragon Skirmish, which might spell their disaster.
Looks like Rakan might just die.
Yeah, Lucian just picked up the kill with that. But with the Shen
that was a great taunt though onto the Lucian.
They managed to get the kill on Lucian, but Echo also died, so I think that overall Red team's going to have a hard time here.
Yeah. Hecarim does make it out, but it looks like Dragon will go over to the blue team. Oh, he must have found Hecarim in the jungle, but it looks like he can just zoom out of there.
Yeah, it looks like Rakan and Kalista weren't able to apply enough pressure bot lane, and at this point I feel like Yuumi is going to become more and more of a threat just because they didn't manage to shut her down in the early game. I think Hecarim's just now realizing that his red buff was stolen by Teemo minutes prior, but at this point it's almost resetted already, so...
Yeah, it looks like it's about to come back to... I guess now, because I guess we're kind of expecting for bot lane, for the red team bot lane too, at least to try to roll over the blue team bot lane in the beginning. What would you say is the win condition now for the red team?
So I think down the line, red team might still scale harder, but if they keep on getting picked off in situations like this, then I don't really know what they'll do. I think that between Shen and Echo, they have a really good engage option. With with Hecarim ult followed by Echo's W, but I'm not sure if they'll be able to execute that properly. Hello? Sorry, I disconnected again. But anyways, I was saying that with, red team has a lot of both, like, primary and secondary engage. Rakan can W in and, charm everyone, followed up by Echo stun. But I'm not sure how easy that will be to execute for the red team here.
Yeah. So you have to navigate through team mushrooms, which is something that makes it more difficult.
Right.
It looks like Lucian might get picked off here, or will get picked off here, which would be really good for the red team.
Yeah, Marshmadillo is really putting in a lot of work as Echo. Lux comes out Callista, and in conjunction with the Rift Herald, makes it so that they really can't do anything. Rakan's charm really saves the day for Callista, who would otherwise have gotten Vial here. And with that, they actually pick up the kill on Vi. That was really good on Benthonic's part.
Yeah, that was actually really insane. I thought they would both die there, but really great call to go back in.
Yeah, red team really doesn't seem to be able to do anything against Teemo. I'm not quite sure about the Shen's build here. It looks like they're going for Ninth Vow, but this entire game, I think that Shen is going to have to match Teemo, so an early Spectral Cowl or some magic resist otherwise probably would have been more useful.
But that just shows I guess that means Shen's like not really trying to play against the Teemo, right? He's going to try to avoid him and ult.
Right, but as he continues to build armor, Teemo is going to get stronger and stronger to the point where I think that Shen won't even be able to match him in the side lane anymore.
Yeah, that'll definitely be a big problem, such as the CS difference as well.
Okay, at this point of the game, let's take a step back and just like evaluate what's going on for each team. Blue team still seems to have the advantage. Oh, Vi goes in with the flash Q ult on Callista, but Rakan appears to be able to get him out again. Oh, not quite. That last Rakan Q through the minion hits Callista and for the kill.
Do you think Callista could have survived if she didn't ult for Rakan? And Rakan could body block there?
No, I think that what killed him was the Lucian Q, which goes through
I see.
So I don't think that would have helped.
Yeah, but with that pick, that means that Blue Team can pick up a early Baron.
I think they'll have time after Baron to also reset in time for Dragon. So I think that red team is really going to have a hard time contesting that next objective now.
Yeah. It's like what you said, like stepping back. I feel like for red team, they just need Echo to keep making picks. He's definitely the most fed person on both teams.
Right. They've been looking at opportunities throughout the game to kind of catch out Teemo, but that really hasn't panned out. Vi is always in the right place at the right time, and whenever Hecarim tried to gank from the top lane, Vi was always there to shut that down. Looking to start this Dragon on spawn, and with that early control ward, I think they might have the chance to, but Blue team gets the seal between the Lux ult and the Lucian ult, which is quite bad for the red team, because now they're tied at an even 2 dragons against 2 dragons.
Yeah. Yeah, their early Dragon lead is just like meaningless now, which is really unfortunate for them as the mid game hasn't been going so well.
Oh no, the Lux
a really
Q
good
catches
catch into the Callista.
just as Callista comes back from respawning. And with that, blue team has the opportunity to continue pressuring this inhibitor a little bit.
Yeah, especially with the poke that comes with Yumi. Oh, another chunk down on the Shen. Looks like it'll be really hard for red team to defend this here. It's going to give this up. Honestly, I feel like Shen hasn't been really allowed to play the game
Right.
in this match.
Yeah, despite that, Ethan has done a good job of not dying to Teemo at any point in the game, so that's pretty respectable, despite the 50 CS difference.
Yeah, he's doing the best that he can in this scenario. I wonder if the oppressive Teemo pick will inspire other people to pick Teemo in our future games.
Yeah, we're at that point in the game where both teams are just kind of not throwing it up and not looking to get picked out, because any one player being down at this point could spell the end of the game for either team. Not so much blue team, given that they still have a lot of their turrets up. The red team is one pick away from just having the game ended for them.
Yeah, if they get a good pick onto, for example, like Echo, I think blue team, can just run it down mid.
Right. Vi looked for the pick on Rakan there, but she didn't really get anything. Blue team appears to be 5-manning bot with their Baron buff to try and get that. Oh, their Baron buff's over now, but they're appearing to be 5-manning bot lane to try and get that tier 2 turret. I don't think that without Echo, red team has the opportunity to defend it, so I feel like it's probably safest to just concede it.
Yeah. Teemo did back though.
That's true. It's 4v4 now. With the strongest members of each team on the top lane, I think that this fight could actually be pretty even. In the last couple of fights though, Kalista has been caught out by stray Lux Qs and just demolished before she can put in any damage.
Yeah. It looks like Blue Team's home is actually really good for sieging too, which I think has made it really difficult for red team.
Yeah. It looks like blue team is collapsing on the Echo, and with that, Echo falls. Teemo picks up another Dark Harvest stack. Oh yeah, Teemo has Dark Harvest, not but at the same time, red team pulls off a brilliant engage onto their bot side where they had the numbers advantage and pick up 3 kills on the enemy team.
So overall, definitely a really great trade for the red team. Like I guess the Echo, with the greedy back, but definitely draws the attention of 2 people, which gives the chance for red team to make that pick.
Right. Despite their numbers advantage, however, it doesn't look like they were able to do much with it, with the massive wave of supers starting to cushion mid lane. Shen appears to be counter jungling, but
it looks like he might get caught out by Teemo here, which
Teemo unfortunately does not have the burst damage to get Shen down, unfortunately. Both teams are getting up for another dragon fight, but as we've seen last time, even if red team is in the advantageous position, blue team is very capable of dealing with it between their long-range ultimate abilities.
Yeah, it's also difficult because both Shen and Hecarim appear to have their, and Kalista and Rakan all have their ultimates down.
Right. Red team appears to be going in again, and they secure the dragon this time, but I don't think the fight will be ending in their favor with, as you mentioned, no ults coming in, while blue team has theirs.
Hecarim going in.
The fight was actually closer than I expected, with both Shen and Hecarim making it out alive for the most part. Shen and Hecarim turned back onto the Vi, but they're unable to learn time before Teemo gets back.
Looks like Shen will
makes it out alive with Blast Cone, and with that, it's not quite the end of the game for red team anymore, given that they managed to get the dragon, and Rakan and Closter are both spawning pretty soon.
Yeah. They also got 2 picks on the blue team, which definitely helped. By going in to the enemy's base.
Red team is at soul point now, but with Cloud Dragon, which is arguably the weakest dragon, seeing as it provides no in-combat stats. I'm not sure if they'll be able to turn this around, given that massive 4,000, almost 5,000 gold deficit.
But Cloud and Echo, I think, is really great, right? Like, the ult cooldown is very, very short.
That's true, yeah.
So if you can if you can go in without, again, without really that much danger.
It looks like Hector is going to get caught out again, but with the channel, will they be able to turn it? Appears not, like seeing as red team's members just get demolished by
Yeah. Hector's quick death also means that Shen couldn't come in, and that looks to be another Baron for the blue team. The top jungle for blue team is now very fed. So it looks like
yeah, Closer just is getting run down by Teemo, who does a lot of damage, both burst and sustain, with Dark Harvest absolutely just shredding through any squishies, and that Liandry's Nash's combo getting through the toughest of tanks as well. Blue team is pulling off the 4-1 with Baron buff, and red team with Blissa down still doesn't really have any means of stopping it. Their one chance might be to engage right now while they have the numbers advantage, but yeah. So despite losing pretty hard to Echo in the early game, Lux has still put in a lot of work with trying to ping enemy squishies, but she does get caught out by the Echo Gen. And with that, I think red team might actually be able to take this fight. They kill Teemo.
Yeah, finally get the Teemo. Looks like Lucian and Yumi will also go down here.
Oh man, Lucian actually turns the tides by killing Echo, and with that, red team really just doesn't have anything left for them.
Yeah. Looks like this might be the end.
Right.
Echo was backing, but I'm not sure they can defend.
And I don't think they'll be able to do anything, unfortunately.
Yeah. Looks like he might just die here as well. Yeah. And then they did get the pick on Teemo, but Teemo really did get to run over everyone for the majority of the game.
Yeah, so with that, the game is over. It was pretty close throughout until Teemo and Bai really started getting out of control. But yeah, another great game in our solo duo tournament.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, our next game will be tomorrow at 9 p.m. and I'll be playing Ashley, so I will not be casting that one.
Excited to see you bring Teemo to the bot lane this time.
I'm not sure if that will be in story, but we'll see. So thanks everyone for tuning in, and see you next time.